on Wednesday, the 31st of December. Dealing with next door currently. Okie dokies, let's walk out my back door. Watchhouse down. So this is from the top step of my back door. That window on that house used to sit 1 metre lower. Why hasn't the council come to tell these people, can you please put your window below the fence? Let's go have a look at how tall this fence is. Shout out to you, Mike, from America. Got my tape measure out. I'm going to go measure the fence. Watchhouse down. I repeat. Watchhouse down. Right next door to my fucking home. Let me show you the height of that fence. That fence is 6 foot and 77 inches tall. I repeat, I am in Victoria, not Queensland. That window, illegal surveillance over my backyard. I'm going to give you a little bit of a look-see into how I live in my life in my backyard now, because there's been bad people in that home next door pretending to be my friends, pretending to care for me. Right. So as you can see, there is a fence here dividing the two properties. This is my home. This is somebody else's home. Looking through that window at me in my home is being a stalker. Let me show you what my home looks like now. So you see the dream catcher's missing? I had to remove all of my fun stuff at my home because people came to my home and thought it was a fucking content creation studio, mate. I had to take the dream catcher inside so people didn't steal my stuff, man. Like, look at that. They fucking broke my house, mate. They came with a fucking hammer and they fucking broke my house. You see this? I know I shouldn't have walked under it, Mike. I'm fucking proper Hokate at the minute, Mike. Proper Hokate. You see this here? They had a fucking chainsaw! And then a fucking sledgehammer! Whack! You know what the fucking police do? They don't fucking do shit, man. You wanna know why? Because the police station under fucking siege. This place next door is a fucking watch house. They're watching me. They're watching me walk in and out of my back door. There was fucking gorillas on the roof. Fucking gorillas, man. Like fucking face mask, sand colour. I'm freaking out. Yeah, no. Sometime now, man, like when proper fucking God and shit step in, Lisa's voices go fucking crazy. It's channeling. So that's why people like, she gone fucking proper cuckoo. No, man, this is fucking God epic fucking protection. Okay, I'll give you a closer look, but I have to go back inside soon because these people next door, they're not happy. I'm doing a video on the internet, okay? I just got this phone a couple of days ago. They'll be trying to take the phone away from me because they're my carers, okay? There'll be people getting keys to my home, Mike. Nobody got permission to be in my home except for me and the sausages. And I cannot find my brother Peter, Mike. Peter is a missing person. Nobody fucking cares. So you see this one here? This one here has a metal bracket. They took the metal bracket. You know why? Because these cunts next door, they call my house the fucking spare parts house now. I repeat, I do not know these cunts next door. They moved to town 18 months ago. They came to town with South Australian number plates. Who the fuck are they? This it here? This is Peter chair. This is my brother Peter chair. You fucking sit in this chair, my fucking ancestors, they will fucking grab you by the throat. They will get you, they will fucking throw you over that fucking fence. You got no idea, man. Mike, you see this, what used to be beautiful backyard. I created a fucking portal here, man. Created the fucking peace on earth in this fucking backyard, and these cunts next door was fucking contracted to upset the fucking peace. They just bang on the fucking fence. I'm surprised they're not next door making noise already. Probably my mate Clint out over there. Shout out Clint. I'll calm down a bit, hey? So let me tell you about my mate Clint, Mike. Proper hakata. So fucking proper hakata at the minute. Sausages inside, please. So you see now, my life is not even safe to just have the back door. I actually have to shut the wooden door now for proper lock protection. I just put this inside so you can't see my locking mechanisms. How about sausages? Inside. You can hop up on the couch. Come on. Come on. You hop up on the couch and entertain the people, please. Just let me tidy the desk a little, get a bit of breath in my lungs. A little bit nervous. A little bit very nervous. Watch out, river sausage. Okay. Right. Hakata, I need you to step aside for a minute, please. Allow me to speak Lisa talk. The people will not take me serious, Hakata, unless you let me allow speak Lisa. Okay. Hakata out now. Hey guys, it's me, Lisa. I have been getting abused so bad in my home that apparently I'm not even allowed to have full key ownership to my home that is in my name and that I have a mortgage for. I have been getting human trafficked in my own home for a long time. I'm not even allowed to control my phone on my own. People believe that all of the research work that I've done on YouTube and X is apparently their work. It's a team effort. They're going to such extents to try to convince everybody of a completely different narrative that it's basically at the point they've been telling people I'm dead. And I'm not dead. They've been trying to steal my home from under me. They've been trying to take my support animals. They basically tried to push me to the brink of insanity just before Christmas. They come into my home, they urinate all over the floor. They sometimes just shit on the floor to show me how much they don't respect me. So most of my weekly stay is spent cleaning the floor of some pissed cunts who break in with a key and just piss on my floor. They've been trying to take my dogs away from me. Everybody Knows is like this High School Musical thing that's like going on around town. They think that if they say everybody knows enough time, that that's going to convince everybody that their truth is the truth. Well, it's like, I've got dog registration since Willow was born and River was born. Everything's always been in my name and from my bank account as per the house I live in. So this whole everybody knows story plot is actually an act of terrorism that is distracting everybody in the community from the real issue. And the real issue is the pedophile mafia connected to the fucking Horsham Truck Show. So if you just pop onto Google and go Horsham Truck Show, what do you see pop up in front of you? A big old skull with a top hat, smoking a cigar with a playing card in the hat. I believe that is mafia symbolism connected to Daniel Andrews. I'm going to go ahead and request that Daniel Andrews is charged for double treason. I also have Guelph order privileges due to the Leith family members from Rans Station in Queensland. I am the person who issued the Guelph order weeks before Christmas, ordering that the Australian government is to be dissolved and we should be operating a essential services only business. Daniel Andrews appears to have an issue with this. He somehow thinks he has privileges higher than Guelph order, which you do not. So we would like you to stop holding the Wimmera hostage, please, Daniel Andrews. So if I could please initially put a call out to help for the Horsham Police Station. We need you to run a siege drill, a siege process. I did call National Security on Christmas Day. They basically suggested I call Beyond Blue. So apparently the intelligence community that they referred to the job to isn't so fucking smart. Those intelligence community people that you have referred the job to are the block in the process, are part of the Pereira payroll. I repeat, Pereira payroll. The Pereira payroll. That's what this is all about, because that's all where the CIA drop point is connected to. So a lot of people have an issue with the fact that I, Lionheart, found the CIA drop point. It's a big old shipping container yard here in Horsham. Horsham is halfway between Melbourne and Adelaide, about 4 hours truck drive in each direction. As far as I know, with shipping container rules, you've got to take it from A to B. The tags can't be dropped, cut. I don't know why you'd be dropping off shipping containers here in Horsham. You know, especially those really pretty pink ones that say on it 1. What is it, like Ocean Network, human trafficking and drug trafficking, right? Hey, Blue, shout out. It's me, Lisa. Can't fucking access at the minute. I can't access Twitter at the minute, mate. I don't know if someone's stolen my account or if it's the fucking social media underage bullshit fuckery. I've only tried on a phone. I haven't tried on my laptop. My laptop's got a fucking worm. But my laptop is hacked so bad. Even where I do a full factory reset, I have black programming windows popping up saying, hey, we've still got access to you. So I can't access X or anything at the minute. Maybe some people could share this video to other platforms. I can't get communication out. My life is being controlled so much that they cloned my SIM. They've been controlling communication with who I can communicate with on the phone, through text message, through calls that are allowed to come through to me. I have somebody who is controlling my life so much so that they're basically trying to convince me I'm a completely different person and I have a completely different family. So it's proper weirdo fucked doppelganger type of stuff where they're trying to erase me, move me out of the picture and replace me with a lookalike, I guess, someone who's a little bit more manipulated. So anyway, fuck off cunts. This is my home. So we'll give you a little, oh yes, so the dream catcher's here now, guys. The dream catcher is here inside the home. Here you go. Here's a picture of actual mum. So my actual mum, I don't even know if she's alive or dead at the moment, guys. So this was something fun I used to have in the backyard. It's a $20 kids toy. I used to have it screwed up onto the wall. Someone just decided I'm not allowed to have any fun in my home. So they came and ripped this off the wall. So I turned it into a shield. And because people have had keys to my home and have been trying to steal my dogs, I've basically been locked down inside my home. If I walk to the mailbox, someone comes inside the home and pisses on the floor to teach me a lesson. So once again, some people out there have tried to claim that my home is a content creation studio for everybody to access. That's why, I don't know, Bunnings think they're entitled to have keys. We all know Bunnings are Freemasons cunts. And Mr. Morosky, I heard about you and the way you were with a 16-year-old girl from Dimboola. You used to do after-school tutoring, hey? You used to pop her on your motorbike, take her for rides, and then next minute mummy's not allowed to talk to her. You moved her into your mother's house. How many people know Mr. Morosky from Nil and Dimboola School? How many people had Mr. Morosky throw a chair across the room because he was such a fucking psycho? Yeah, that's the cunt that works in Bunnings. And when I went to try to buy locks for my home the other day, he snatched the packet from the counter. He said, "You're not allowed to have locks to your home. I have to take a key." He opened the packet, took out a key and he taped them back up. Bunnings is a hardware store here. So a lot of the Freemasons are connected to Bunnings. So imagine having a Freemason having access to locks and shit. Imagine the Freemasons just having a key to my home because they think they own me. You know? Any of the good police that try to help me appear to get threatened by the people who want to cover up the CIA drop point. You see, the CIA drop point moves large quantities of cocaine and humans. So the Pereira people, Colombia, They got a big problem with Lisa figuring it all out. So I've had multiple attempts on my life. I've had the Eastern Stars coming after me. The Eastern Stars symbolism is fatal. So I figured out who the fake Pete is. It's this cunt called Clean As from a few doors down. It's a mask. It's not a doppelganger. It's a mask. He puts a fake mask on. He's been getting around looking like my brother wearing a mask for the past year, committing crimes. So Clean As, if you do a quick Google, K-L-E-A-N space A, is it 1Z or 2? Either way, you'll notice as the web page is trying to load, they've actually used the web domain for Bugger Off. Bugger Off is a company that's connected to Loverduck, basically like ghost invoicing. So it's all connected to the money laundering. So Clean As, you know, he cleans the money laundering, start of the process. They've just got a shell business. Clean As is a shell business. They've created a website. They've basically used the Bugger Off website, which I already knew Bugger Off was connected to Barwise, an ex-police. You used to be the drug dealer in Nil, right, Barwise? Shout out to the army folk. You got anyone called Barwise on the payroll? Please remove them immediately. Any Barwise connected to him, you want gone. They will be a fucking rat. His name starts with a J. So basically, I've been completely isolated by all my friends, from all my family, so that people could convince everyone that I'm so mentally retarded that I need carers. So they're committing government fraud by claiming that they care for me. I don't know, they're apparently supposed to bring food and do jobs around the house. It's like NDIS fraud. So, you know, they're like, Lisa's got a disability. We take a carer's payment from Centrelink for her. We're supposed to provide a service. We don't provide the service, we just take all of that stuff for ourselves. So that's why it's really important for them to not allow me to have any social media presence. That's why any of my videos from X have been, you know, they've tried to remove them. They've mass reported all of my videos on X from this year because they don't want you to see me happy, healthy, smiling, smart, not the version of you that they've convinced you to believe. And it's such a serious situation that these people, like this, I don't know, like, is it just fame that they want? Is that what it's coming down to at the end of the day? Like, these people are so fucking crazy cuckoo that they think, oh, just if I have a dressing gown, I can convince everybody that I'm her. Oh, just if I have a fucking headphone. You know, this is how crazy cuckoo these people are. Like, I know I look fucking proper crazy cuckoo sometimes. Oh, I've got some chats popping up. I can see one person's watching. I'm hoping that's you over in America there, Mike. Right, so... Right, I'm just going to address the video to you. I'm going to give you a catch-up since we spoke back in April. So... basically, back in April, my friend Troy came to visit. He called me on the phone and said he was struggling with depression and, you know, was it cool if he come down here and stayed with me for a week? And he's ex-army, and I know he's got a list as long as my arm of mental health issues. So, of course, if one of your bros calls you and is like struggling with depression, you're going to help them, right? So this is a guy who I've been like tight with, one of my best mates since 2010. So I allowed him to come down here to my home at Easter to help him with his mental health and it was just an excuse to get into my home to start the turf war. I repeat, Troy O'Brien, you were not invited here for any other reason apart from you claimed to be struggling with mental health issues of depression. That is why you were allowed into my home as a temporary guest. However, I had to kick you out of my home when you put something in my can of Coke, some kind of poison that made me sleep for 7 hours. And I don't want to go into all the gross details, but I was raped and basically held hostage in my home for a week. It turns out that guy is ex-Australian Army / Israeli spy. Now, the Israeli spy by the name of Troy comes from a pod, a Manchurian pod, not just a Manchurian candidate, a pod. It was a tripod. Him and his 3 brothers, Trent, Troy, and Joel. They were actually set up camp in a house just over here since April. So, Cheech, me old mate, you know how I was accusing you of ripping me off with weed? Wasn't you, bro. It's because that cunt over the road had a fucking key and he was continually coming in my home, stealing my weed. And lacing it. So after I got him out of my home at Easter, they laced my weed. So I smoke cannabis for my complex PTSD. It's basically my don't kill yourself, Lisa medication. These carers take away my medication and try to push me towards suicide. Suicidal ideation is one of the key side effects of people with PTSD. So it's like such severe abuse, such psychopath abuse, to be saying, I'm caring for her, I'm just going to sprinkle a bit of fentanyl on her weed bowl, she won't even know. And then whoops, next minute Lisa has an epic come down, it's like she went to fucking Woodstock for a week. And she has no idea where it came from. Sometimes they put stuff in my fridge, in the milk. So it's like I get up at 5 or 6 to start my day, I have a coffee or 2, and all of a sudden I've got to go nap for 3 hours. These things wouldn't happen if people didn't have keys to my home. Who is convincing you that they are allowed to have keys to my home? Nobody. Not one person. I do not have security. There is not one person who should have keys to my home except for me. Willow and River, they don't even have keys, They just trust I'll let them in and out. That's the thing, we can't even use the backyard anymore. We've been restricted to inside the home because basically what they started doing next door was they wanted to stop me doing any videos in the backyard, any content. So I would walk out the back door and they would have someone walk out the back door straight away. They would get a hammer or something and they would run up to the fence and bang on a piece of tin. So then it would make my dogs bark and then my dogs would run towards the fence and bark. Now on the other side of the fence was this really huge dog. They were baiting the huge dog on the next side. So this huge dog next door was a bull mastiff, staffy, something or other. And Carol used to come home and click at it every afternoon. So she would be and apparently that's called baiting. So once again, the cunt next door, who claimed to be my carer, was baiting a big angry dog towards my support animals, tiny little cute River and Willow sausage dogs. So the other thing that started happening, as soon as I'd leave my home, people would show up and they were fucking traumatising my dogs at the front window. Whether they're fucking tapping on the window, bringing other dogs onto my property. My dogs have been getting traumatised. If I try to go to the shops to do the grocery shopping, my dogs get traumatised while I'm out. I had the police call centre, when I spoke to them on the phone the other day, they laughed and they were like, now that we've got keys to your home, what are you going to do if we just come and open the doors and let the big dogs inside your home to eat your little sausage dogs? Who are you going to call for help? This is the reality of life around here at the minute for me. And I called National Security on Christmas Day because I was sitting here in my home with no friends and no food. I repeat, no food Christmas Day. I didn't even have milk in the fridge. So what's going on? Why am I being treated so badly when I've got people claiming to be carers? Or people like there's a lot of people who do care. There's a lot of people that do care and want to be here to help me, but it's like someone's been pretending to be my boyfriend or something. And it's like, no, she doesn't want you to talk to her. I don't have a boyfriend, guys. I don't have a boyfriend, and if anyone's claiming they're my boyfriend or whatever, they're a massive fucking stalker, and you need to put like intervention orders in place. Which is like that house next door that I showed you that has turned into a watch house. Hey, John Turton, why did you remove the intervention order against fuckwit Taylor? You remember Daniel Taylor that used to live in that house? Back in like February 2022, I put an intervention order in place. It went through the court. Apparently John Turton, the local police prosecutor, decided to go and remove that intervention order on his own behalf without even advising me, the person who put it in place. And then supposedly this cunt John Turton, the police prosecutor, went to the local locksmiths and said, don't ever change the locks on her house without giving me a key. I repeat, that's the police prosecutor that has gone to the locksmiths and given the locksmiths orders about my home. So shout out once again to you, Mike from America. Do you guys have any like laws in America that says, hey, even though you're a homeowner, you've got a mortgage on your place, we're the police and we're just going to keep a copy of a key to your home? No. It's human trafficking, isn't it, bro? Yeah. Like, there is so many people in this street that are involved with it all. This one across the road, she does this whole ruse of dropping off the groceries. Like, I haven't been told stuff by people. I've just intuitively felt it. It's like, I knew someone was supposed to be showing up with some bags of groceries or something. It's like, people were making donations or something to me, but I wasn't getting told about it. So I've never been given any of the donations. I'll show you actually what Candace gave me, because apparently Candace was one of the non-carers as well, connected to the Harvest Church, which is a Freemason church. Lots and lots of bad stuff. Yes, so a girl, Candace, from school, who wanted to claim she was friends and helping and caring, bringing me groceries and something. So she did bring me some groceries. This was it. So this is like a salad dressing, vegetable stock. So thank you for your donations, Candace. Oh, hang on a minute. I'm just hearing it wasn't actually Candace that made any donations. It was other people that made donations and Candace was supposed to pass them on, but she just never did. Like, apparently the other thing that goes around is like Lisa's just always sleeping, according to her carers. Hey guys, I don't even know who the fuck my carers are supposed to be. Like, that's why they want to try to remove my Twitter profile and stuff as well, because it's got date timestamp traceability that I'm not just sleeping all the time, guys. I've actually done a whole lot of really fucking smart research that heaps of cunts want to take credit for, because you just think, oh, she's a woman. She's not smart enough to do this on her own. I've done all of that while I've been living a life of fucking abuse. And I've done it because I've lived the experience. And while I've been living the experience, I've documented it because I want to help a bigger collective of people. So, right, Mike, I need to give you some other updates. So I'm sorry I haven't been in touch with you since April. I just can't even believe it's December. Basically, life's been so fucked since then. I've had a few little breathing space, but it's the same shit. It's the same shit that I've been going through for absolute fucking years. And like, I put in a report to IBAC. So if you want to report like police corruption and everything in Victoria, you report it to IBAC. I've been going to kangaroo courts, man. This local cop, Les Power, he handwrote out a charges documentation for an indictable offence, claiming that I'm stalking someone for a period a year or two ago that's not even relevant for the intervention order time frame. Like, it is the biggest piece of shit, fraudulent piece of paper ever, handwritten by a policeman saying, you have to go to court on the 25th. So I showed up at court on that date, and if you were to look that up in the court system, there's no record of court being that day. So the Horsham Magistrate Court has been operating kangaroo courts. Kangaroo courts are like highly illegal. They result in fake charges. Like a corrupt magistrate that says, hey, let's have a play court day. Let's just give Lisa a $500 charge for this made up handwritten document by Les Power. And so then they charge you through the court system, which is a financial crime. So these people wanted to make a piece of paper disappear so bad that they had someone wear a silicone mask that looks like my brother to come around here to get access into my home, to try to steal stuff from me. So I've currently lost that document. I had a whole heap of very important documentation that's no longer in my home. And that's gone missing in the past 2 or 3 week period. Like the other week, let me get my diary, I need to see the date. So it's like, as soon as I got my phone unhacked, the people who have been like human trafficking me completely freaked out. And so they offered me a job basically just to get me out of the house so they could get access to my keys, to get keys cut for my home and for my car. I think they might have stolen my car while I was at work to go and do some video content. My car was fucked. Someone actually fucked the gearbox. I'm not sure if someone like actually laid their boots into my dogs. There's been times my dogs... Willow actually looked dead the other day. Her eyes were rolled back in her head completely and her eyes were white. Like sometimes they put stuff in the dog's bowls. They haven't been successful in killing me physically themselves. So they're doing everything to try to push me to suicide. And they know my dogs are my support animals. Like, oh, there was a hit job at court. They've been inviting me to go to court and putting hit jobs on me. The Herald Sun advertised the hit job. Like, who's going to be at Horsham Court today? Here's the criminal listing. Highly illegal. Was that you, Mark? From the mental health ward? There's this guy called Mark Butler who works for the Herald Sun. He came into the mental health ward in, was it October 2023, as an undercover investigative journalist. Highly illegal for the Herald Sun to do that. Hey, Mark Butler. What's your issue with me, girlfriend? Is it 'cause you stole my fucking ring and you won't give it back? I know you got the Illuminati tattoo on the back right calf muscle, Mark. You came after me for your friend Ida Buttrose, did you? You and your Pfizer poofters. Oh yeah, by the way, Mike, apparently the New South Wales government has approved growing poppies on the mainland of Australia. Previously, poppies were only allowed to be grown in Tasmania, small little island away from the mainland. But some government fuckwit has decided to approve a whole lot of land that we currently use to grain, like farm grain. Victoria, South Australia, New South Wales has been approved for poppy farming. And nobody knows about it. Except for Daniel Andrews and the Glen Khan consultancy company, right, Daniel? So just a shout out to the Victorian government. You won't be doing any mining or any government projects in the Wimmera, full stop. This is the grain belt. We farm wheat and barley. Do you people in the city know what makes wheat and barley? A lot of stuff. So that's why we are dissolving the government. The people in the city no longer making decisions for people in the country. People in the city do not know what happened in the country. You know the country people, they're not here no longer. You don't have food on your shelf. City people not get this. What was I looking for? Ah, this right. So someone tried to lock me out of my home just before Christmas. So there was a hit job, November 17th at the court. That was the day that Tiny Tony came and tried to distract me. Did you have a wire on that day, Tony? And you were doing like a undercover journalist radio hit job on Lisa while she was sitting in the waiting room at the court. And then when Tony had to go speak in the court, his wire made the microphone feedback. I called it out in the court. Friday the 12th of December. At 2:20 p.m. I had an appointment at the vet for my dogs. And as I was leaving the house, someone come in the house and tried to lock me out of the house. So I actually had the dogs in the car before that happened and pretty much just had to run away from my home because there was an intruder inside my home that had a key. Now, the way I know they had a key and there was definitely someone inside my home is because I have a lock on my door like this. So if that lock has a key like this on the inside, you can't put the key through from the outside and vice versa. I couldn't put my key in from the outside because someone was standing on the other side of the door with the key. I basically had to lock them in my home to run away, to take the dogs to the vet. And then when I got back, I had to call 000 for help. And so they came and they helped initially. And then, I don't know, did Chloe do a live fucking video in my backyard? Did that Eastern Star guy show up and did he actually smack me in the face? Because he came up and he showed me the blue star. And that's basically all I remember. I was standing in the backyard. Someone busted through the side gate and was like, "Is this the blue star?" And then they just went whack in my face and knocked me out. That was while the cunts next door were abusing me over the fence. Like, I basically got gang abused in my backyard and nobody cared. They actually have had a poo shooting mobile. I'm not even lying. They've been spraying raw sewage around town. It is an act of terrorism. So when I say they've been spraying raw sewage, you think of like just a big tanker truck that carries fluid. That truck came into the back lane the other day. I have a photo of it, date time stamp, of course. And it's not a truck from around here. And I just heard this like shh noise, like liquid or air spraying out of it, like a pressure hose. And they came back later and they shot my car with shit. The Scooby-Doo was parked in the back lane. They came along up the back lane with their raw sewage truck and they pointed it at my car. Like, it's proper W word around here. Proper W word. And no one knows. No one knows because the people who have known about the CIA drop plant, like I spoke to Pete about it, my brother, he reckons it's been there 4 years. He's the only person I showed where it is. I told some other fuckface where it is, and they are potentially the corrupt people in the intelligence community that you need to start pointing fingers at. So basically what happened is it looked as though there was like a secret military surveillance operation that was happening, I'd say back in November. I witnessed it happening, didn't tell anybody about it, just kept my mouth shut. I was doing some video content in my car, video diaries, not live videos. I haven't posted any of that information anywhere. Because to me, I was like, yay, some help showed up. They're having a look. But I just knew that whoever was involved in that phase 1 mission was going to deliberately fuck it up. Because of course they're going to want to fuck it up. Because they're going to need to hide the fact that they've known about it for 4 years. So you need to audit those people because they're on the Pereira payroll. Pereira is a Colombian drug lord who was installed in my hometown. So, something else I've noticed that I've had happening sometimes when I do live videos is some pretty serious spell work happens to me. It's like they get warlocks that literally just sit and watch my live videos, and as soon as I'm on a live, they somehow start trying to connect with me. And the kind of spell work that I've had getting done on me, I didn't even know spell work was real, guys. Didn't even really know it was real. But if it's not spell work, it's electronic weaponry. And Mike, back when we were trying to figure out that weaponry shit back at the time, you know what I figured out I reckon it is? I reckon it was the Samsung Galaxy S24 phone, 5G. I personally think that phone itself, the phone that was sent to me itself, is actually basically an energy weapon. you know, like frog in the boiling pot type of thing. How long can she have this directed energy weapon just in her hand every day before she notices it's that's giving her electric shocks? So I had to completely cancel all of my internet in the home. I've had to go back to completely raw basics with technology to minimize like the hacking attempts and everything. One of my most recent phones lasted me 4 days before it got hacked. They're not hacking it anymore. That's why they just got keys to my home. They do like smart switch, and I don't know if they put on like parental controls, or it's just like proper really bad controlling boyfriend type of thing. But I don't have a boyfriend, guys. And if there's someone claiming that they're my boyfriend and that they think they could do that, no guy, nobody, no human should ever control someone else's life to the point that you can't see your own family. Like, why doesn't this person tell me what their name is? Who are you, mystery boyfriend? Because I want you to fuck off. You've ruined my life. So I'm just trying to think of what other important information I need to say. Like, this cunt next door, she bragged about it being a watch house. But she called it like a princess tower or something. Have they had someone captive in there? Or were they planning on putting me in there? Like, I've owned this home for like 10 years. I bought it when I still lived in Queensland. My mum used to live in it. And Mum knows lots of stuff around the area. She spent her whole life here. I'm pretty sure she said there was an old prison cell in that house. Like back in the day, some of these old houses, like there was an original police station that was a house or something. So it's very a possibility that some of these old homes may have had a prison cell inside them, and that one next door potentially could have been it. These sort of things were supposed to be decommissioned a very long time ago and everything, but it's like, I mean, they've paid $75,000 to lift the house up so they can see over my fence. Like, I just don't even use my backyard anymore. I swear it was proper gorillas on the roof the other day. I've seen it twice. The first time I saw it, I thought it was just Adrian, the guy that lived next door, Carol's partner. Like, it was a hot day. And like pretty much as soon as I walked out the back door, I just saw this guy on the roof. And I'm pretty sure he had a drill, but he was like full creeping and watching me. And it's always like full sleeve covering, bucket hat, face covering, right? And I don't really ever remember Adrian wearing face coverings before. And I was just like, is that a drill or is it a gun? Maybe I should just go back inside just in case. That was like maybe a month or two ago. And then the other day I had to risk it to go to the shops to get some food. I had nothing left in the house. And it was like a 45-degree day. Like sweltering hot day. And I saw someone on the roof on the shed down the back at the property next door. And doing the same thing, sort of crouching down. Looks like he's doing work on the roof with a drill, but I'm like, why is he dressed all face covering again? Adrian, it's fucking 45-degree day. Go inside and sit in the air conditioning. What are you doing on the tin roof down the back? Is whatever job you're doing right now a fucking priority? I don't think so, man. Like, you're like 50 years old. Go sit inside under the air conditioning, you know. This is the way my brain twists it to be like, There's not a fucking gorilla on the roof, Lisa, you're crazy, you know? But, I don't know, here I am doing this fucking live video on YouTube where I was freaking out 45 minutes ago, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I was fucking full freaking out. But I have calmed down. I have calmed down. Let me show you a proper weird thing, Mike. So, like, this is my 21st key from some of my friends. And here, it used to say, "Happy birthday, Lisa." They actually rubbed my name off my 21st key. Because they were going to write someone else's name there. That's the level of trying to erase me from my own life that these people are going to. Anyway, I'm going to wind this video up here. How do you start a video being like, Watchhouse down, and then just being like, have a good day, guys. But anyway, that's what life's been like this year. So thankfully today is the last day of the year, here in Australia at least. Happy New Year's Eve, guys. 10:28 a.m. on Wednesday, the 31st of December, here in Australia. Lionheart out. I'll be back again sometime soon. Thank you for holding space and helping me through this process, guys. Love ya.